Well, ladies and gentlemen, Greg Mikulowski with ForexLive.com, and this is a Forex quick look. I'm going to take a look at two currency pairs, the Aussie versus US dollar and the New Zealand versus US dollar. They're sort of working in tandem, so why not do them together? Today's date is July 30th, 2024. Let's get started. I'm going to start by taking a look at the hourly chart of the Aussie versus US dollar, and you can see that the last 4 days have been consolidated up and down, up and down, up and down. We have higher lows along the way. We have I guess lower highs as well. In trading here today, the buyers tried to take advantage of the break above the 100-hour moving average right here. Well, they tried to. It didn't last very long. As you can see, the price moved above that moving average for the first time since going back to this day right here around July 13th or thereabouts. I don't know, but the price moved above that 100-hour moving average and failed and rotated back to the downside, trading near the lows for the day, and trying to look down toward breaking below recent lows here on the downside, and maybe even this trend line would be step one, which comes in basically near this 61.8% retracement, maybe a little bit below that level. What's that 61.8% retracement of? I need to go to the 4-hour chart to get a better view of that, and you take the low price going back to the month of April to the high price that we saw on July 11th. The 61.8 comes in at 0.6528, and as you can see in trading last week, the price did move below it, and trading yesterday, the price moved below that level, but could not sustain momentum. We started to rotate to the up. So the name of the game at the end of last week and into this week is consolidation and up and down trading. On the top side, if we were to move higher, we'd look toward this swing area, also look toward 50% retracement, 100-day moving average, and the swing area all here between 0.6575 and 0.6590. So be aware of that. But first things first, we need to stay above this trend. I'll need to stay above the 61.8% retracement. If we can do that, then maybe we can rotate to the upside. But right now, the sellers look a little bit more in control here in the Aussie versus US dollar. Let's take a look at the New Zealand versus US dollar next. And this currency pair went down and tested the low prices that we saw in the month of April and the low prices for the year between 0.58516 and 0.58595. I talked about getting toward that level when things were breaking down at the 61.8% retracement. But it took about a week to get down to that level, and we're seeing a bounce back higher. We do have this swing area, which I outlined yesterday, between 0.5891 and 0.5901 to get above. If I go to the hourly chart, there's also a key level in play, and that is this falling 100-hour moving average, like the Aussie versus US dollar. That the consolidation I've seen over the last 4 or so days near the lows has allowed that 100-hour moving average to catch up with the price. And like the Aussie versus US dollar, we squeezed up just a little bit. You can see a little bit of a tail above that 100-hour moving average here, but the rotation back to the downside. Watch that 100-hour moving average at 0.58967. On the top side, if we break above that level with momentum, then we have the potential to move higher. But as you can see, the New Zealand versus US dollar is being very reluctant to move to the upside. Nevertheless, if we do get above that 100-hour moving average, things could see a turnaround here with more short covering after the sharp move to the downside over the last 2 or so weeks in this currency pair. So be aware, be prepared. So that's my look at the Aussie versus US dollar and New Zealand versus US dollar from a technical perspective. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.